Now, average women and fat women act like they divas now because it is. Because of this thing, right? I was fortunate enough to date in an era where women didn't act like that. I was fortunate enough to date in an era where if you wanted some easy ass, the easiest ass to get was from a chubby woman. It didn't have to be a fat girl. Be a chubby girl that had a little extra pounds on her. That was the easiest ass. You know why? Because she didn't get attention like that. That was the easiest ass to get. Everybody knew that. The girl who was average. The girl who everybody wasn't. My pops taught me that. That's something my pops taught me. Like, you want to get the most out of a woman, you can get it from the dimes. He told me you can get it from the dimes. Yeah, you know, you'll work a little bit harder, meaning you'll have to put a little bit more game down, but you can get it from them. But you'll never, the love you'll get from an average woman is something beyond that if you put that same game down. He taught me that. But average women, big women back in the day, and again, not even super big, nasty, but just few extra pounds. Those was the easy, because dudes weren't really hitting on them like that. Again, a lot of you young cats probably can't fathom this. Women didn't have social media to get attention. In order for them to get attention, a guy had to physically get them attention. And the only guys that was giving them attention was the guys who had the balls to go approach women. You see how all these guys ain't scared to approach women and got approach anxiety and all that? Just imagine a world before dating apps and before the internet. These same guys still existed. They just ain't getting no play because they wasn't approaching no bitches. The only people that would approach women is the men that had the balls to. And a lot of men wasn't really hitting on average or ugly chicks or average chicks or chicks with, like, you know, bigger chicks. A lot of guys wasn't hitting on them. They was a lot more cooperative, a lot more chicks like that. Now the dimes always acted like that. Or the chicks that was 7s, 8s and shit that got attention, they always acted like that. But those chicks were a lot more humble. They were a lot more cooperative and a lot more submissive. And not even just big or average chicks who had like physical defects in their face, with their face. Shout out to my pops. I was laced with this game, young. Chicks with gaps in their teeth. Easy. Fuck how fine she is. She got a gap in her teeth. You still could put down on chicks like that, you know, but again, the internet, they have unlimited access to validation. But chicks back in the day, like a chick with a gap in her tooth, or a chick with like a mole or something like that, that had like things about her that she was physically insecure about. Because a lot of chicks with like a overbite or underbite, or that had a gap or something like that. You can play on that easy back in the days. Even if she was fine and body banging, but they would be so insecure about shit like that. You see what I'm saying? And you could come in and fix that right on up. And they'll love you like no other, bro. That shit was crazy back in the day. It's still good though. The game, it's changed too, but it's a lot easier. Despite what y'all think, it's a lot easier to get laid now. It's way easier to get laid now, and you could be upfront and open, and you don't have to really play the game as much. As far as like back then you had to court more. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to court more. You understand? Now it's easy, bro. It's easy. You don't have to cold approach women. You don't have to nothing, bro. You can just get online and get your numbers up. Just get online and get your numbers up instantly. They coming straight to the crib a lot of the times. A lot of times, man, back in the day, chicks used to want to, you know, they want to, you know, some of them will come straight to the house if you did it right, if you talked on the phone and shit. But, you know, it's just different. But I said all that to say, like average chicks and fat chicks and chicks who had like shit going, like she may had like a little pudge, or, you know, something was off about her. Her nose was maybe a little bigger and shit. Man, them chicks, even again, if she was gorgeous, they like, you can penetrate chicks like that a lot easier back then because they wasn't getting that type of validation versus now. Everybody knew if you was broke, right? And it's real talk. And it's still kind of like that, but you know, everybody knew some years ago, if you was broke, you needed to come up. You know what I'm saying? You needed somebody car to drive to go catch your plays or whatever. You need somewhere to stay. Get you a bigger broad. Everybody knew that. They'll break you off their check and all. You can come up off a big broad. They give you their taxes and all. They don't act like that. I mean, you still can play on that, but they knew their place, bro. Back in the days, those type of chicks knew their place. They didn't act like, it's be big girls like, act like they fucking Beyonce, like for real. A lot of them big girls act like that. Sassy, and you should see what they be saying on Derby. I'm chubby. If you don't like it, fuck you. You know why they could say that? If you don't like chubby girls, swipe left. You know why they can say that? Because it's a 500 motherfuckers putting hard eyes in their DMs. Big girl. They ain't used to act like that. Now, if you got game, you still could poke holes in that. Cause they still insecure at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If you're a dude like me, you got game, you can blow right past that. All that shit is just an exterior anyway. It's overcompensation anyway. You know what I'm saying? But the source that they pulling from is the simps on the internet. That's where they get that confidence from. It's not real, it's fake, but that's the source that they pulling from. Because when you take that phone away, it goes away. See what I'm saying? When they log out, that goes away. Now you have to deal with somebody face to face. See, I had to deal with men face to face to get that. You feel me? So, fellas, stop thirsting over women on the internet. We got to stop doing that. I'm saying we because I'm included, but I don't do that. But I'm going to say we because it's all inclusive. Stop thirsting. We have to stop doing that, bro. Because that's like the main gasoline that's making this fire go out of control. Stop doing it. I'm telling you, if all us got together for one day and say no validation, nobody give no validation to no woman on the internet, they'll turn this motherfucker upside down. They act like they don't care about y'all. Women act like they just do without you, and they could just fuck men. We can do without them. They don't mean anything. We don't need them to live. They act like that because they take you for granted because you give yourself away so easy, and it's 100 of you in her inbox. If everybody took that away just for one fucking day, I think I'm gonna push for the next few years for us all to get together, all men, one day, no validation, we ain't gonna like no picture. I'm telling you, they will lose their fucking mind. They'll damn near be the next day, they'll be naked on this bitch trying to get somebody attention, bro. If all us said, you know what, every man say, I ain't liking no pictures, I ain't jumping no inbox, I ain't sliding it, they'll start getting naked for that attention. I can promise you that. They need that shit. They act like they don't care about you. They act like they can do without it. They need you, bro. Just like you need them. You see how y'all like tuned into this world? They need you just like you need them, bro. They human just like you. Them same desires you have, that same validation that you long for, they long for it too. Don't ever forget that. Stop simping on the internet.